frimpon manso osi fia ha de kase ye wo fa no nti ye ofani pon ana matenemu adiama no enne ye wada enumre the 17th day in the month of April 2025 and it Thursday yawada and now so ene na watwe no eda etwato kro no a eye yedi dwumadie ewo mu a working day and then etwato yame adom o kire Good Friday Yesu amane hunu eno nti ene Oman Mpuntuo de etwato kro no ane ede esomwe na sene wa join me live on Western Diamond TV so no na onsuma mo adwoa mo akwaba for joining me and the enumre ewo TV no eso wa wunya nyaye no bomode na ye risk scanning auto scanner na se we beto blind scan wonsa beka bibia fa wo text message and WhatsApp line no fa 0248 07 1174 0248 07 1174 0248 07 1174 na abripamu no yebeka messages no yade amount on Oman Mpuntuo media so no untumi radio 101.3 and Western Diamond TV monso a mo akonya ko X no so Twitter no mo akonya mo ko YouTube mo akonya mo ko TikTok mo akonya ko Instagram and Facebook no e won so mo betumi follow yen na ye wasa mo ye bia so maye ede amayende enumbre exactly 9 minutes past the hour 4 midin the Okyeremaba AS Enchill the radio PRO na the entire production team no one more air solid led by our executive producer Beremaba Nana Kunedu Abupra osikeni frimpon manso abena sawa meni ampon Kenneth social media and a yaron so or MCR was switching nyama edi akọ TV no so same and a gina camera nature numre team no nie na ye de osubika sewe ade ba besomo a na gibre na yendi nkomo enemy fa quotation no emfa ento so if it is ready yaro ade beto so ade ama wo TV no so na yetumi akenkan ende asamutri a yegina so na yetumi de di nkomo. That is the quotation for the day. Na yegina Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20. Yebeka nyansasam ade achega niba. Yebeka nyansasam ade achega niba. Eno no nkyese me nko Okyeremaba ene me nim nyansa da bi. Akonya menya menam so na meka sa nyansasam yi. Eno ti na meka sa asem we. But also nyansa no so pa. Eno ti me kenkan Proverbs. Eno eye ebebusam. Embebusam nya kenkan. Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20. Say ye 21 no so beka ho a na fe ye de esi wo. So on your screen, it says, listen to advice. Listen to advice and accept discipline. Listen to advice and accept discipline. And at the end, you will be counted among the wise. Listen to advice and accept discipline. And at the end, you will be counted among the wise. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Bible says tienya sasam tie efutua aye kachom o video so tie efutuo no. Those advice de ma we video so no Bible so tie na gitum si atenetene wa gi atenetene no fatum na efutuo ni atenetene no eno na ma daachi bi se kan obayansafo a ye beka ho so de waka ho de aka ne de esane ase wo NDC amanyoko no afa any means one plot any means possible say the CJ Chief Justice, the current Chief Justice Justice Gertrude Araba Esabasaki Tokonu kwambia omafasu bia edeyima media free wono NDC plotted this evil to sack or to dismiss this CJ all because I'm so MPP a pencil and they appointed no. But unim Bible nesi entie efutuo na the minority in parliament efutu sema wonum ede ma the NDC and John Dramani Mahama His Excellency no sanka omu tia nka beboa pa se efutuo no NDC amanyokuo no led by John Dramani Mahama our president sanka omu tie se efutuo no a minority for ede ma wo mo na nka beboa na wotene bi ye kase aban bi bedi Ghana so a sa ban no yetumi akase na woye nyansafo aban na anyansafo nko na wosa aban nim na anyansafo nko ana na wo mu di oman Ghana enimu na anyansafo nko ana wo mu ebu oman Bible mu asem ne menya printing press Bible mu sam na wenu ya ka Chinese for say plot na evil plotter one mo plot say one be yi CJ edia firi wo no. It comes with consequences. Etira sam wo ho because omu twese bi e dia to a sa esanu a NDC for etwa no ebe president bi ebe nsanda ho na minority asori akasa e die tia say it is undermining our democracy. Ye kebi mami kebi wo kwampa so a ye practice wo man Ghana mu ha for the past 32-33 years no NDC for kwa ba be mu a wo mo pese o mo di yen democracy no e de to form no mo tiatia so all because they just want to sack the CJ no mo to plotting you maybe on pese o mo ye na favor wo mo come 2028 general election. But hey, on mani atimu no sabi obi antumi mfa adehya nyankoa obi no betumi de adehya nyankoa manyim na meka ne sanso a na metiatia aman empanifo binom na mechia eya Niger man pani efantia ni na mechia no mewia no ba chia Burkina Faso man pani efeno Ibrahim Traore mewia no ba chia Malifo man pani Asimi Goita na mechia omu ina say the alliance of Sahelian state no hwa send your money bre awo awias imu no manye kafo omega na mu ha de besi wo mayimu kra eni be tin kra eni be hye kra ase wo mo de. I'm not preaching cool no, but me ka sam na akere wo say kwa person faso na di chief justice we free wo no ene kwanso a but I no konkwa de bia bebe no so proper MC abetumi de eye video na to so de amamia enra ni ye ne tia say NDC mmebi no mo akwakoto National Service Secretariat no wo makwakoto lock wo mo regional office no NDC mbebunu the youth akọ lock NSS National Service Secretariat one mo officer e wa twamantemu ha one makwakoto lock no na utie nyina so ntia NDC mbebunu no chem say wo mo kokọ lock NSS office no a then you see say flimsy excuses sabe yan sabe anim excuse sabe nyina so bi anim one of the grievances yes etoasumu nanso aside no de aka bia no excuses sabe nyina so bi anim. And in the first place, let me credit Channel 1 TV for this video. Abranti Ocean with TV so no. Kromu no wo. Your friend Kobena Tibu a free year. And we're a constituency organizer for the NDC. Sabi ase wan kesa otiwa yiwe ibone. Now so you know, say party na wo serve no ni interest no. Party no so ni other ideologies. Party no so ni interest one so person for fail. Party no one so ni interest one person for fail. Mbranti ya wono ye NDC mbebu no wono region mu led by community bu afri ya wo hwe no TV so yi. Wo mo say National Service boss ya de ne ba to amantemu ano. Wo mo pe no wo free Upper East and ya de na ba to Western region say one bra no mbedi wo mo so el region im. E kan de minim say kan free ye no no mfam ho ana. Say kan de kan mfam ho say bia o man peni ne pe and wo appoint obi say one bra no mbedi Western region NSS so. I want the answer kan fam ho. Na so say esan say Ghana abato ayato no yenya ntom wieye na wo ye NDC ba no wo ya fa no ho adwen all because nia na kom so mo pese o man pani se one ma Western region appointment papa bia e wa ba mu a na ka national service pedie ka pobia waya region mu ba an indigenous of Western region na ka pobia of free region yim obi a waya learned person waya qualified person and Oman Penny wo mu kase mu kirem se wo mu yi obi a oya qualified person a wokuta masters be mienu kra Oman Penny declined the person which ono no effort be free the upper east region so ambra western region emba medi western for animu as a national service boss our region him and in the end this bebu so amonti ase to makwa koloke office no se wo sumo ni pa o kasa onu so betie and osumo so faso ebi ni se o boss na wo sum no wo penny na wo leader na wo sum no ochina bi se wo so hia biribi se obetumi ayama wo a obetie wo so de kakra enye NDC aban yi bia NDC aban no aye no se de yenyi penimfo no yesusu se ye pese ye no eno an ye beye eno nti wo de wo kan po de sabe wo ya constituency organizer even the regional organizer no krakasa enko ba bia wo muntie wo panam kasa wo nanka even the communications director wo tumi krampa nanka uko Ahanta West yenu barima organization na can decline no as the MC for Hunter West say komo tumi bi origin mu a nanka uko mpoho fiase a nanka agbosi yen decline no as the DC for mpoho fiase district assembly wait say mo regional executives no omo ye very weak eno nti omo tumi mmoa push agenda no embo mo interest no 17 kakrampo so Western region NDC youth locks up NSS office over coordinators appointment and the whole screen so no na mebo voice no wetie bi mebo voice no am wetie bi dia amma mani abra make sense me na ne say what to me 101.3 ni orma yei e kire pefe say the NPP indeed served the Western region very well. The NDC mbeburu akwakwa na nrei. A dead the prefer say. Na nado dan kwa Kufuado Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia amambu onu bu ye 8 years no Western region womuni ye dini ye pa. Agisa sebi obi on pen no kra. Agisa sebi obi e benfuo anani nso ade. Wo ye bi ma no nani nso agisa ono pe. And Wabeka say Western region the NPP answer we a year they indeed served as war when it comes to such positions na NSS penny or Western region one of the current secretary for the NPP in the Western region 10 year NSS penny no and the NDC ba bemua one baby in the free of course I say no no mudi free upper east region urban no na ono sisia currently where the regional secretary for the NPP Yera Okatechie Amankwa Afrifa Oketi Okatechie Amankwa Afrifa Oketi wano ena no ye NSS penny e region him be ba mo cho bi sa won say Okatechie na okrom ha eno ti say NPP anya fi okra no Western region was 7 year eman obi ye nim no e okrom ha wo ye regional secretary say wono nkonkwe NSS penny to mwanya hwama ekra NPP served as war shane okosa nkofomansa ya ye nua chamambaso kumkom wono ena Oman penny na nado da Kufuado e woni nim diemu otumi yi no say sankofa mines okonkwe penny kwanchefo beda no wano so yaye die mu ayi na wa ha where the first vice chair ema the NPP I can mention plenty metwe bubo bebrebe wo munya appointment to NPP abemu a eye key institutions ye de omukọ wa na wono mu ye ekromba cha sa enzima land for omani anya dia Naka Judith Ajoba Blay and they Ghana gas we penny wadano. So many anya days omo pomo diemu, omo pomo omo disi konkron, so on kwada Ghana gas anua, naka no so John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, wamo de fa Western region for kon. Na me esu amusu no, enya me wonwo every year sana me dem nim wo sana me de fra wo. Every year su amusu no, enye me ntimu so kra o because mukro ya na moye propaganda akeka nsem abi nimu adigu abandada no fi manei ya park o mo esi no parking anya kama ban eba waba ma western region so musumanya key positions bi na ma occupy so we yen ya bar Mike Richard Mensa we the communications director ema the regional and they no call Ghana gas on kwa PR e ba jo bi sa won say position papa ben e mo odu ben ana region ha wo ma na enim wo mo se ene wo mo koba ne ade no wo matumi anya nil dodo say na nya position nil eno ti NDC mabunu se musu a ende mo besu amunsu mo betumi asu asumani ase mo jakra obi amfa mo ho ni na chirepefe se o suma sum nipa se bibi ni obetumi aboa wo amefa no fancy na MPP de bia be kase ya be kai wo mo ya be kai MPP amanyoko because enya kura no wo mo manya nkrofo bi mo fi region mu a at least positions bi wo ya de ma wo mo a na eso ani and I must see them local offices all because mopo munimpa mana bagina and sasane mu eno ne ye grievances ane eto asomu but dem de to aso de ento asomu afriye se nka bia constituency for no mu enimpa bi region no mu nimpa bi na nka muduru wa na gotuma recognize mo so simesini a abrentini a na nka protocols ni ade na national service ejuma de protocol na eko na je sa membu na mbebu protocol nko na mudu bebu o man no no NDC afri am ye hunu se protocol and NDC for mo ba se mudu bebu o man no mo de amum yenti ni just a minute na ensemo kan ni na no ya fa ntu nsanie ni na ya mbubum ni analyze this ne comment no make here with regards to say I was saying no bia say yen executives no either regional or constituency ya kone se do bi ko recommend mo obi mano a obetumi hu so ya so ye dimu ya sommo e wo region nim ana constituency nim nti de de na aba no onhwe na ontumi man be bi enhye national service ya the protocol ne de ye NDC 4% am chance say ya the protocol and the national service ya kwakwa tie community we free ye
office no ya lock na o me kunpe be lock ya lock to the timer you need demand no be meet basa western region ya hwe ya tell ya tna na GMPC foundation o se ya o ogofo obi fi be bi body no be si wo ya tna sa akofo du aba be the national service na ya dey serve the interest of the youth in western region so no other regions are what one indigene what one occupy no odu ya guti yenda odobi fi apa is question ye bi say na western region ye ni nipo betu ayi de medjuma na ye provide the name how get the two masters how qualify you betu ayi de medjuma no odu no what dey le adada no what dada yen adanko dada adri suban bi yen me ye kind of one withdraw mo one na ba as simple as ABCD. No one for you, any partner, you didn't need that, but no one because he's also qualified to do the work.
Yes.
Initially, what's when you board away to other employment? You find them, Wallaka and call. Later, what's the Chido Bio Yedmo, Benedima, Oji no waiting was seconding. Luckily for us, the name is Sameteno, or you build it more GS. That means there, or qualified over to a second in one number. The rank code our GS, or directorship. The best simple for an also be ando. You be a very peacefully. We are kind there. Our demand must be met. We meet any demand in the manner. As we gave about 7 years there. Teacher for our baby or another the validations. They are all lined up here. Or you're frustrated only for him. But that frustration can be you have to avoid that frustration. I bring you the mini panel within 5 years. Upper East, no Upper East. yenim do freeway wo do bi bako
say na do da Akufo do be 8 years ye boy ni toto 8 years na so in the 4 years dey o tina chia 4 years every year wo no dom untuntia John Dramani Mahama obi a ye de baba bia no wo untuntia no Muama by untuntia no because ne waye mu kwakra sesia no kira say sebe ye kukuru mponi ye ne ebesoa ye kukuru mponi o ne ebesoa na mpeni se prongu magu nhia no kwa ne tekom okodu yi ne ebesoa bibira ade no mfiti ase mponi o na sabi ebenyini abo konkontiba wo benyina ye kase o no bede ne ponkyere ne mon kill that thing e mo party nim every mo kill that thing na so metwa kill that thing na e wasa mo to editia mo angasa mo aban mo mabufo bi se party nim na mo tuntia mo angasa mo aban because mo koso ato aso na so mo ya ne sa no a John Dramani Mahama pa mo se mo gide won mo kra na endai wo ro mo ka ofo mabeti na obeyi obi enfa se bia asenu kate na Julius Zebra ana ma me yes won kwotre fi so won kwotra we omumu bi ba de ne mo western region kwan recognize mo yan recognize western region say tay because omo nim obabi a na region executive scramp ya mo position bia ebra omo bra region nim with the exception of secretary and the Yaman regional minister and the baku bi wan mu biem na wo constituency hwe I no mo ward in this half for kwada mo ya mesere mo nim de eba mahaba we pressure bi ade beto mo so no reset no eno abi no reset mo no mo lock mo pa mo lock ne sa 1000 years mo lock ne sa enfo bia ho mo amaban na mo se mo pe no sapre ban no eno no mo ne ka be ne na ma fa just a minute me fa nti we mfamfiri wo na ko se me no di nkomo fa no CJ enkomo no na yera musa dan kwaye ade bi waso e friend survey ade bi akwaye bo se e friend survey na ni nyina gina se yempamu CJ anase me yempamu CJ me ba jam se mo fa nto so musa dan kwa ade no do you support the attempt to remove the chief justice from office mo fa chat no fa nto so kanen na wo mo support no green musa dan kwa ne global info analytics for chem say wo mo ba be survey ebisa Ghana for bebere no regions ahodo no aye kire mu say chief justice yama me Gertrude Esaba Araba Sakitoko no Ghana for say yenyi femfra de so na kanda memma o background no yebebu nkompa kwa echi na ketumi enya background ni ye bebie France ye ne bebie ne ye babeduru a enne wo mo akwakwose Musa dan kwa echi ndc fo no a o ena akwakwose Musa dan kwa echi se won ye bibi nkuki bibi mfambra na eja yambeka sampa maame no Ghana for say pese yi no in any case one na see bisa Ghana for adwen kire because constitution need a clear one can say bisa Ghana for adwen kire o man pani wo the Akoma Council of State for mobobo ho what set committee die o mo hia de wo bia no obi anim se ma me de person yi no na etumi pavy way ma wo e wo ne me be person wo ye eno nti Ghana for adwen kire obadi ye ne de o man Musa dan kwa ekokoya survey e dia ba say 52% of Ghanaians are saying say omo support to say ye beyi mame getu toko no CJ e de free wo enipa 18 so mo ye neutral wo do mu ni hweka se yin na me yin no mu do mu ni hweka wo mo so mo oppose se me yin no eye 20% ana wo mo so a o man ka hwe wo mo so eye 10% enti neutral na chess wo do gina ha won ko baby a baby ojan rojan finfin no opinion is one won kasa and 52% of Ghanaians actually say mama no yin no femfiri ade so in any case mama no boni ben na waye and so bi sa say Gertrude Arabasaki Tokunu boni ben and why as chief justice because imbrapono article 146 clause 1 no and the prefer say answer be chief justice no there were new bia I was say a day di say why answer what me eyi no but anan ye ho ne tise petitioners no ye don petition bi di atom bonten so na go se ekwe pa na so ebra nu nti me ba chofa first petitioner no nas mo kan fa to wo mai na afei yembra ne Dr. Frederick Boyne MMD enkomo and enumre the first petitioner was saying the first petitioner filed by a group calling itself Shining Stars of Ghana on February 14th 2023 is calling on President Mahama to sack Chief Justice. Na mo file ade no February 2023. Ana mo de President Mahama mentiase. Is it mistake or say the first petition filed by a group calling itself Shining Star of Ghana on February 14th 2023. Na say February 13th no and 14 2023 no na ye John Mahama na ye Oman Mpuntuo ana a mistake na making can to answer is calling on President Mahama to sack Chief Justice Tokonu because she requested former President former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo to promote 5 judges to the Supreme Court in May 2024. So which means this petition one person will say and this ba be mu na petition we eda hodada. If Senemaking can be yes and this ba be mu no na ekonia from Shining Stars of Ghana. So mo sabe enimpakuo ana sabe emmokuo obi enim but no much petition e dey akwa to presidency say Mampeni President John Dramani Mahama would be the next president of Ghana and is Aoba Chief Justice Tokonu yinifiri all because in 2024 May wakacha Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say won promote 5 judges be anko Supreme Court wabra anya ne kwan so na wofa ye me pacha so betumi akwase amamia. The group contends that the proposal by the Chief Justice to promote the judges was in breach of Article 144 of the 1990 Constitution, with particular reference to Article 144 Clause 2, which states that Supreme Court justices shall be appointed by President acting in advice of the Judicial Council in consultation with the Council of State and with approval of Parliament. Into one person which say Chief Justice one fambra kwanso in May 2024. Na krata we so petition no ye try in 2023 say John Dramani Mahama empam ma menfemfiri wo yanko second petition no yanko no so the second petition settling score. The second petition filed by a senior police officer and a lawyer appears to be an attempt to get at the Chief Justice for scolding him during a case in which he made an appearance before the Supreme Court in November 2023 and was humbled by the court. The petitioner wanted the Chief Justice suspended immediately for doctoring evidence, abusing her office, and being discourteous and aggressive towards him in court. The petitioner averts that he appeared before the Supreme Court in November 2023 in a case, and the Chief Justice was unruly to him, asking him to stop shouting at the court. During his submissions and without provocation, caused his arrest and detention for about 2 hours on the grounds that he was rude and exhibited conduct that was unbecoming of a lawyer. Na sabi mpede so lawyer nti wo se sabi yantumi famfra wo no we a lawyer no akonya court Supreme Court no di nsem hunu a opesa shouting at the court, scandalizing the court, opesa go court no fi opesa ye biribi di tia court no a yenja na yes akọ wanim. And Chief Justice Etienne say wonya so yes ade no eno nti hu abufuo ana nde yesi wa petition Mampeni John Dramani Mahama so pam no. The third petition ani offense na afeye memredi komo ene enumbrei. The third petition filed by a Ghanaian citizen alleges 21 instances of misbehavior on the part of Chief Justice, 4 counts of incompetence, which must necessitate the removal of Chief Justice Tokonu by President Mahama. It alleges, among others, that the Chief Justice allegedly used 261,890,000 Ghana cedis of public fund for her private foreign travel in 2023. With her husband and daughter, who were not entitled to such benefits, and they also spent $30,000 of public funds as per diem on the trip. It further claims that in the same 2023, her ladyship misappropriated 75,580 Ghana cedis on another trip with her husband to Arusha, Tanzania, where she also spent $14,000 of accounted interest, which she failed to account for. Enti no san sabe enkwase nyina so we and wo mugina so say yemfa ensake the Chief Justice. Na the minority abamonte so omutem say sa petition no to remove CJ it is a setback to Ghana's democracy. And unti and remember Proverbs chapter 19 verse 20 say, "Wo ye sebe amanyo kwa tie futio ani atenatene, listen to advice and discipline, so that at the end of it you will be counted among the wise." In the end this for some pese ya kasa mo ye sebe anyansafo a Bible say mo tie futio the minority eka kire mo no say ma me na mo pese mo yini firi wo no eno no a setback to our Ghana's democracy. And some years then it means that a president be a better say a baby asuba want to also na hey woe betides anyone, woe betides anyone emushombo obia sabe obenya entene ewo manyim na omanye wo mo no a democracy kabi mami kabi ewo kwampa so na se koba ne say aban bi aba na opeso ye ne ono aso pede a na embra na ho no empenifu a NPP penso na mubom se sabe nkraman mo kamu se sabe nkraman mbadam abian wana mo ka na do aye say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aye say and we aye say NPP aban aye say mo anam wo the civil society organizations, the chiefs, the imams, the one nominee ade the organized labors na ade no enam wo he wensu ye madwuma ni bia mo so woka na oman Ghana no say under the NDC and they on mobile munya format no. But I say some 39 minutes past the hour 4 Untumi Radio 101.3 Western Diamond TV. Ma yafo we fantam na afei yambra ememedi enkomo na yera Dr. Frederick Boyen watrase dada yafo we fanfam na membra me ba enkomo bono e de beto aso e de amamo. Good evening.
Osafasa pelisi zosimyama bosa.
Asama munyina, oja kuposra munyina, yada mase. Na sawoka matu asempa no a eye etue aduonu enum Enchill adiasanum ose adano meka kire wo se akomode me no ama mi bibi wa mama duane ani ejaba be se ya sauce wa mama mahyeyan ya yare wa me sika amfa nko ayaresabia na dia MPP fo ayei Yaya dear, as a regional chairman, regional party nana mubo MPs na baso. Yewura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia baso. Ohene Kennedy Japan abaso. Aye national party Justin Kodu abaso. Anu obi na po mianka saminuya na po abaso. Patrick Wama baso
TV. O Tesla no WhatsApp line is 024807 1174 0248 071174 fafa so ne yenya bre egegan fama mo social media handles awodo no so no mo TV no so mo follow yen na yendi enkomo na no Tuesday ni 16th no 15th and no 16th and 17th right and no na yewura community da komensa ekokoye adoye sonko sign campaign promises bia or make it during the campaign season no say yami adu no we nipe woba fuel no or the bema taxi and the trotro stations are a the constituency na oye nipe bi asabe odi ne huni san say he was the then regional minister make us the former regional minister just outgoing regional minister okokra sisi na nsia just some former me pese me say e wa bia na nsia no ofiri so entino akwa fele afọ fele ne promises are we make it and no mamima Dr. Kwaba na fe yenkonko tie voice no kakra na fe yemra mede nkomo doc. Good evening.
Good evening.
Boko de
nyame adom yetim yan yebodru ha de na nyame na da Roma na yetim yebodru ha enti no yanche wo ahwefo na etiefu nyina in fact the places are TV no drew na radio no drew no it is very very commendable nti ne yenchie hon ankasa
okay okay na constituency ben ada bia mebisa sa asem no constituency Takoradi ana
Takoradi.
Oh wow Takoradi na je say enen komo no e wo mudie mu a
of course
very well ye go tie Dr. Amraun ye ba na afei ya twan komo no so.
Oh, I'm saying campaign. Nah, driver stations one of the biggest challenges. One day we miss car offer to country. I don't know. It will support when you pay. Maybe start.
I'm saying I'm the video into suma mpamo chopi. Dr. Komnochi da kumensa. The video no mo fan to suma me. Na yentumi embo audio no so. Ewa hanim say nti say ready a. Mun roli mame sesi a na yenkwe yenim.
Nah. Driver stations one of the biggest challenges. One day we miss car offer to country. I don't know. It will support when you pay. Maybe start
Okay. Into no so far how many stations and Okoye no so no e importing now.
So far I have 6 stations, so I have 4. And it's so good. Maybe it could be hard for them. We are not expecting it. That's happening.
Okay. I don't source of funding no yeah there.
Me I'm a person. I just raised it myself to support.
Okay. So moving forward no drivers no what to be small more aside this thing why they are more.
Oh, it's on request basis. If I have craving for the share with you for other things. It's in the more general, they will do the public presentations.
Okay. How many gallons so far? And
so far, they 500.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Now buy some stations were going now. No, to you, what expectations are now? Say, I from Bishia near the no.
Oh, I'm buy. Say, what time you do call it? You always station there, and effort to be around to listen to the good news of this.
Omayambo. Doctor Nabado Ankasa. You see, to be a member of parliament on the form.
Sure.
On the form crack. See, during this campaign I think we went to 1 or 2 constituencies. And I realized that to be a member of parliament on the form. And say Tamana NDC for warrior there who idea NPPI or Metro Nanda Wabeji seat. We are here also looking at their performance.
Okay.
Because to be a member of parliament on the phone.
It's true.
And yana papa, Dr. Komnochi Dako. Why ya de papa? During campaign time, when you look at effort or the shame, or resourcing one on the phone, extra hairdressers, fashion designers.
Okay.
The kind of resources are on the mahon on the phone. To be a member of parliament on the phone. It was through the main act and a taxi drivers in a station for no sono. It been also what bed there. I want to know what did they get?
Okay.
But when a problem can see pa nyeda no pa. Obi wa chiro ko filling station no we ko free fuel. And son or die juma.
Like seriously?
Yes.
Wow.
Tino, a bit the cow filling stations bebre into what to say. Senyame na dumno winning election ya. On one. And Dr. Sunu, when Nenu Masam one furniture, he hold it in high esteem. No waka your wajuma. At least yesterday, Western region hangina. I am a few months in MPP to retain his seat. Sure. And to wait to retain his seat, no. In fact, ye jina, me jana nem put that Takoradi funjina say pa. For such an effort, yet him they retain a Takoradi seat. Now, a few kuma seat. In town so no, we win. What will he do? He's still a member of parliament. He still has to serve the constituent. Now, Bosch and Osa, or catch on door by yen, or what do they do? Enti Sisiano Eco stations in Ibuha. I think minimum how we managing. But Sisiano drive a buha on your fee not solar. Obayan that during the car, if you are made to fuel. And son must start a juma. Because taxi driver and over to the fuel, or better to sales maybe 100, 150. Or do you do fear no? Nesi can wasa. Into Buko Timmy Santos spend the fuel. No bo some can or the man fresher. Okay, free fuel. Into the Piara or the cow fuel. The P or the cow fuel. So this venture will go a long way. Ewo yene Takoradi ha. Various drivers no one who bought one. I know a particular driver or Timeria ho.
Okay.
Now ended the catch me there. Station ho, he saw a donation like that. No yene da one kasa. Because some of the drivers no, it's like one of the greatest miracle we win.
Sure.
There also because obo when ya hair dryer. Obo when ya sewing machine drive be on or there. Baby watch it on tim anko. But say doctor ti me finifia one bo na boano. Do they search a help or they brown driver ne the station one after no the kind of jubilation or see station one. Now non the not to sign the station phone pay for managing ye.
Sure.
So that at least every morning obetimu wabokwa obenyebi nti no me de message mo sanya yankopon empire boy dem doctor dey be oyi scan fi bia nyame on share na name because the kind of homes are waiting mo abon one through this act no he has no idea.
Okay.
Takoradi obi onya 200 cities 300 cities not that on nsu obi nya 200 cities or the bottom nsu na drinks nti ne sisi anu so obi betimenya 3 gallons sikano that start ejuma na so wiem po na wasanda kama station for na or ye very laudable idea. So wama yambo Dr. Nabado and minim that Takoradi seat will forever remain under NPP.
Sure.
It will forever remain under MPP because under our regional minister in leadership interchange yenwie.
Sure.
But we have it here. We market second yenwie. We have it here. Yenhwe Air Force road yenwie yewie.
Air Force here no.
Air Force yewie.
Yes.
Look at the overpass.
Yeah. Who be crowd ada.
Yes.
Who be the ankrane we na show TV so.
Yes. This Aguna Kwanta Ekwani, it is under construction.
Sure.
So yes, the impact of MPP 8 years under the leadership of Dr. It is very impressive.
Sure.
Now me down there at least drivers for once. I want to wait him when you BB from one MP. So or you allow double. You see during campaign time no, I went to one party, one constituency. Now I will for go a day. Parents I will go a day on the phone. NPP MPs no waje juma nkasa. But minim that 2028 is Kadoka 10 second kwesimintim Aguna Kwanta Mpoho all these seats will come back to MPP because yewa yelehwe I want to say juma obeye if it can match NPP MPs no ejuma wire. Okay. Especially Takoradi.
Very well.
Inti no omayembo Dr. Nabado the nyame onhye no baby oyi scan fi bia no onya no mbɔho so that ochina obi so baby sa wetim waye daman because ye nima wetim waye dedado.
Nice one. First seat I made menim say yento abenwie 7th December 2028 no ye better say ye say asaba MPP nsem biem first Mpo wasa Mpo fiase de Mpo fiase de de menim say eno no he wo ye den kura e be firi o nsa Mpo de ne de because agbeshi na kasa pono de nipa ne ba ye no obasan so ayi ni ya ba de enfese ya ne
ko maso de muso first one menim ya Hunter West
so be ko yes
in fact
yes
the one seat menim do boko ya Hunter West followed by Kwesiminti
Kwesiminti men come na meken no e dan me ko posi bibi makrofo twabo me ne ade a omo se me dis Kwesiminti MP na me se Kwesiminti seat na nkasa even when me wo me former station as FM no e wa naje I was telling them say problem yesi e wo party ni that is MPP Kwesiminti all because prime minister no mo ko ye no na wo mo hwe bibi enimu na sa de na ntumi amba mu intino seat ni de omo fa hwe mutum say 2024 ebe from Sakakra ekwedi NDC wo and come me no dey Dr. Force no communications officer I'm dancing ni Kwesiminti me catch say be from Munsa na every Munsa na just one term pe nti nipa no ono kwa akodi na NDC ni obedi 4 years and owe enchine grawa ma otumi go 2 times da me ka kire wo mo and e be si wa krom a
na me de message there during campaign time 2028 I mean second D Takoradi kwesi mintim dam 3 constituency ni mesre hey I will make sure that we get back this 2 seats second D and kwesi mintim
okay
Takoradi I know that it will forever be an MPP seat no doubt about that you know yansa nyankopon 2028 and this if no be jemato
yes
because we know what is happening and we know what is happening among them say yes here so they tell us what is happening into this seat and this will lose all of them and there's nothing they can do about it.
Oman started to NSS offices
there's nothing they can do about it.
In fact ombuofu pa
you see when you meet NDC for now one-on-one or you serious
sure.
By next year, Mr. They will lose the seat. One by one. They will lose it. We just take our seat.
Okay. Dr. Frederick Boahen and menino Eddie and Como Enumbre. Now, Yaku enim ewo enkomo from na yahwe. Last month Timu Banewie ye na yetete report we. Yaso report we could do Oman Mpuntuo John Roman Mahama nsemu. From the beginning of the month na ebe na wie ye no na ekoye intense pa say yera Callistus Mahama kra dia ba say Oman Mpuntuo ni anje kra so ko hunu reply na Chief Justice dem Oman Mpuntuo on social media meanwhile no de nam social media na ka kire ne say on saka petition bi of which a petition no on fa bi conserve no social media ya so na mama no so wote ye say be bisa in this all reply wa social media so no be reply on and ye nam so abedrum pempenso ye ndey and this for no asa kwakwa hye yewura eye Musa Danko echi say won hye danka so akwa survey no fambra and ye say 52% of Ghanaians say Chief Justice ye yin femfiri wo entiam so betumi asa dia to so biem and another percentage I think say 10% 20% say omo oppose the decision here there. Removal of Chief Justice minority akase it is a setback under our democracy ye ne sa no a betumi undermine democracy no pamenti onimre
tibium you see the constitution also all persons shall be equal before the law.
Okay.
All persons shall be equal before the law. So a person shall not be discriminated against on the grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, social or economic status. Make a base to do that. It does not take the Chief Justice before Mahama can prosecute former appointees.
Okay.
You see, in the Moko one radio station, na NDC kwala be free. Na beka de NDC funa mwato wane followers woni timi de. So was this a Chief Justice na? No betim we jelly NPP appointees no. Without removal of the Chief Justice no, they can't do it. So now NDC mpanyimfo na madame asamna ato wani team.
Okay.
So that they will not blame the NDC for being incompetent. But rather what ba said is Chief Justice Ohoninti on about appointed judges. Now what prosecution of former appointees are when NDC they can't prosecute former appointees.
Okay.
But the constitution is say all persons shall be equal before the law. It does not take the Chief Justice to implement the laws of Ghana. Yakwa the law quarter. It doesn't matter whether you are Chief Justice, judge in a pa ye CPP ni, ye NDC ni, ye MPP ni. The law is the law.
Okay.
They have to believe that the law is the law. And when the CCN ever Ghana, ye educational statistics share there. I wonder what FSS will call tertiary 2023-2024 or 23%.
Okay.
No, what him fee SS Woko University. Only 23%. It shows there Ghana is still any illiteracy or so.
Yeah.
So the politicians, they thrive on our ignorance, because when him there, the ordinary Ghanaian uncle school in Drechi into no urban analysis, they are not capable of analyzing issues.
Okay.
So say or your politician, and because of their personality, do you John Dramani Mahama or you say Dunketia or you could to a blackwa so baka sampe NDC grassroots will just pick the statement without analyzing because research na chede e Ghana 400 wo we SSR 23 in Okyeremaba University 77 na waka no wontim ntuado.
Okay.
So be someone that them 77 no, if we are one political party being an NDC, what will be their level of understanding as some maybe I said Dunkatiabaka. Into one more about to when it's there, it will take the removal of the Chief Justice before NDC will be to prosecute. Why would the Chief Justice interfere in our legal process in Ghana? It is under NPP not to force court discharging.
Okay.
Onye under NPP.
Yeah.
It is under NPP na special prosecutor. Okay, the John Dramani Mahama Airbus scandal. Even when the Crown Court of UK, work at the government official one or Kawu.
Yeah.
Yeah, special prosecutor. Also there on Kawu. Onye and the NPP.
Yes.
Why don't the NPP know? The law work in that direction. Because it is the law. At the law court, there is no Chief Justice.
Okay.
So NDC should understand. No one hold one leaders responsible. The one where you're incompetent. They know nothing when it comes to the law. Where you're irresponsible.
Okay.
Because any Chief Justice talk on if you are. It doesn't mean that Semenya Bona, you can jail me. So why is NDC grassroots followers refusing to learn? And open them to one radio station. Mrs. Secretary phone, internet water. What do you have to do? Google.
Yeah.
Google. Ebi and obebi a free SHS for phone man non Google. Now on show muneti ase there. The Constitution of Ghana is supreme. And it said that it does not take the main petitioner Wadabe to remove a Chief Justice. But I'm President Akacho. I said don't get Yanuma Candice Folaka. So you think that it will take the Chief Justice in order to ensure? Okay. No. Any serious country, even through a military regime, one for one sanka judiciary.
Okay, but just one, I mean, MC Nico, just 30 seconds. MC, I'm Muncho, any in trainer was one, why Miss Samoa, Twasumame.
Any serious country, even a military coup, Pusia, one for one sanka judiciary, no. Because, one, political cases are a your court. It constitutes about less than 5% of the total cases. It's no one for one sanka judiciary. One, because of continuation of cases. One for one sanka. It's na wababeye in who Ghana there. Say NDC nimna what one sanka Chief Justice na. Oh you because any serious country will not touch the judiciary. Why do you have to touch the judiciary?
Okay.
But it has taken NDC government to touch the judiciary to an extent that you want to remove the Chief Justice. Even when the previous petitioning president, accept the petitioning. There, this is the petition will be daba. There, court, what you then? What can say him? It's one Chief Justice in view. Is that how low? Since you're Ghana, you're not thinking, Wedra.
that for the sake there obisi no court won rebuke you so we end no wo kasa nanim it won chief justice info is this a petition obisi so recommend judges member president
no promote on go Supreme Court
now in any other case judges no pass through parliament when they were appointed by the president didn't they pass through the parliament no Bamba being speaker. So if Abambabin has seen anything that was unconstitutional on the part of the president, and Kabambabin don't raise a commenter, he would have raised comments.
Yes.
But for the parliament to vet, approve them to the Supreme Court, tells you that the president was doing the right thing. So why do you want your president, that is John Dramani Mahama, to follow what the previous petition into Chief Justice info? NDC. You are this petition is so cheap. It is so cheap. I am your the president what me forward the crime Chief Justice. It is so cheap. And then that mete on the corridors today. This petition we know is so cheap. So another set of petition is coming
from
another group is bringing another set of petition.
But I say we petition we no man pene gina so Edia can nsɛm a na eduru san pɛpɛ so yɛ discuss ya musa dan kwan so ɛde ne diabolics ɛde wura mu ni ade
ɛsɛ on America there since answer we bo that is no holding petition it is no holding substance like Ghanaians are not buying into it because any serious or discerning Ghanaian will not based on them petitioning into support the president there only Chief Justice in fuel.
So why don't you leave her no you the Juma as Chief Justice because Chief Justice Sofia Ekufu that's why we in Juma from at least 2009 friend the Juma say 2017 year na mameno okona home GMO though along the line the 2012 then this 4% come in free one ade enjoy musuban
you see one thing in your day Mrs. So when you mamine fewer what it will mean in your day now they can't do prosecution because the Chief Justice will not allow or the NDC or the MPP judges no so if the Chief Justice still remain or your MPP judges no about point one when NDC bring a case against MPP appointee so I want when him there they cannot do proper prosecution because of the Chief Justice but what we are saying in there it does not take the Chief Justice to ensure the application of law at the law court.
All right,
you see one NDC but okay the aura through aura anka what they will do in there anka through aura $20 billion
yes
if he former appointees were 20 billion now you're the fourth month where is the aura okuje to black kwanum na appointees work for aura membership over here so they are feeling disappointment that the aura did not perform.
All right.
Aura launching tontompo.
Okay, but easy. Me nyina na me bisa say Musa Dankwa ne Savena the supposed Savena was said waye. I mean Musa Dankwa yes serve bia even during the elections you know. I won bisa minimum bi oso bisa no question bi wo kromo ada. And I will be say we pay. So I do have to be honey idea.
Musa Dankwa no, I don't want to use this word, but I am describing a very useless.
Oh, that be.
Anytime I say I'm use this word. But I the man can make it a very useless.
Oh, okay, Matthias.
Very useless. In the sense there. You see, F Sisi Anuebo Hundo two lotu obim. So he's now basing on that. Just to support NDC.
All right.
Meti Asedunketia doing an interview there. Tama NDC after 2020 election. Paul Adomoche also by your forecast be there or pay a presidential candidate. What that is NDC? Say a presidential candidate ain't no be running mate. They did. Also that it almost brought confusion NDC.
All right.
Until they have to deploy some tactics. Because on Yedama and would have destroyed NDC.
All right.
So Musa Dankwa now, Ebeke new weapon no krenye there. He has to be throwing this kind of polls into NPP, so that
Wobetim will achieve one objective, but it will not hold because it doesn't matter the kind of polls are ebeye. Ghanaians will not fall for what they may
previous petitions.
Game mixing them na no can win.
Very well. You know, first name commander.
They wouldn't. They would never fall for it. So what we are telling the president in there, said the petition in India, it is so below his level of judgment. Though betim wejina the madi do into Obakede, I am proceeding with
nice one.
The removal of the Chief Justice.
May I say, NPP are describing as flimsy excuses and war petitions in the idea. And a press conference also, a year the council for the a year minority caucus, no, the legal council for the minority caucus. Here, John Darko, one more Edomo so reply at the Aba and Parliament and raw and Omudi sound company idea say, come person mu first a pam Chief Justice no. Shede engineer and so be shede nisa a year in ma commander ba for the commander the communications director for the NPP our constituency ma menim say bia akwanya ba say akwani mu a or for another position be sa na say or kwenim original na say na constituency ni ade evo good evening boko there
boko
welcome surprise you
because me to tunya maybe we are
okay
it's a promise,
all right,
and I have to fulfill it.
Oh, nice one.
My small copy Mr. Banu me do super prepare
and what man could be a share away this way
okay say you got to aba well engage your driver for catch and say
okay
or program be initiative be or the major for Yura Kobi, Emma Musika Kakra, the support of the driver. Driver for to say, I did back how money say, or Mufu, Anopa, so move a quadruma, Ubi or Niska. And the arrangement, or Muya, so many fuel stations in the arrangement, no Marco Pacho, no Mom, it be cranny bank. I was shocked, say, yes, a bank, be cry in one of the taxi stations be a agreement. Omuku bufu and another bank na kutia normal later bank na bejiwo a driver for no with an interest and the driver for need the two Kobe and him say on board and Kobe can so we near before it be the Easter 2025 no obe make sure say we provide this fuel package no e the amount and only 3 days and Yura Kobe or Chidaku Mensa a call every taxi station a total station a what Takoradi constituency imo Wama each taxi station behind a taxi rank beer 100 gallons of fuel facility support.
Nice one.
Intino since we a taxi driver now we base your Takoradi constituency here. Fuel I would be your Jumanopa facility no has been provided by Yenina MP Kwabna Okyeremaba Mensa. The only sample on us we call station master ho. Oh, me person no pay me nis come better fuel and to call ni fuel na or their brain or facility na or their brain me pay bi na me dia ye adwuma so they'll release the facility to you now would dia koye adwuma would ye adwuma ni wi then you come back to the station to account for adwuma would ye because fuel ni there your station ni there unko want me nje say 100 gallons no anhwe obenya ni papa ko pe no nko hijack the whole 100 gallons of fuel no until every taxis rank a walk Takoradi constituency ha Yura Kwabna Okyeremaba Mensa Boshe na or share no December prior to December election no based on this ready a driver for the 2 anymore no we delivering fair and Takoradi the whole Ghana the whole 276 constituencies no Takoradi constituency MP Kobe Okyeremaba Mensa pe and ani a driver for or new omuti constituency no 100 gallons of fuel per air station. And it's a very good thing and you be born abaso papa
one ebrenity baso omudi ye adwuma de amana na
Debbie your drive station ni dia enti beat road for ya nice one bi domo yes omo agege omo gis career no omo afomo team committee omo de ani so omo no mehwe so onabo Kobe de ache omo station bia Kobe de safu no facility na ma omo no eye free mo ankasa mo hwe na mo manage mo ade that is the way about a year policy no and ye bebo Yura Kobe Okyeremaba Mensa ba so your position MP enti secondary MP na ban wo power onu so nye bi Hunter West na ban wo power until we a taxi driver wa Hunter West Kobi Ochidaku mensa onu your opposition MP. Every taxi station be our man almost 100 gallons of fuel. We MP no 100 West now by our power. As I saw on Suye Bimau. Or no pono need your next 200 gallons.
Okay.
Who are questing taxi station? We are driver work questing team MP. As I said, on so to me, man, 200 gallons because now by our power. Kobi there your opposition MP.
Okay.
And now why we into be an sunyabi. A bed driver for no abway.
It's got to get for any idea now.
It's got to get very good. I saw Mujibi, no Muja deputy minister, head minister, no Mupreno, no Mumfa, and provide the support to my driver for.
Okay. And where Walisa Hotel in Penny for Baby Noa, Coco Share, and Pipin Penny for another Kufado, Yehuno, Yura, Dr. Alhaj Mahmoud Baomiaso, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe. Alexander Fanyomaken ene NPP guru sahodwa Alisa Hotel eno mkoshia na nani nano fano Professor Aaron Michael Kwe led reviewer omo ye election committee reviewer omo hwehwe nneoma mu ne ade am report omo edekoye na ensembebre no na free mu abanti we for just a minute yentie JFK ene warnings a wode ma party ma ene party faithfuls ne say report no every pemu wo mabie so dia ma obi amana TV ene ye pese obi akwakwata radio so no wo ka ne animu mama on distort fact no na fact ne say report no ba kope afei ena omonsa etumi aka enti yentie voice ne kakra ba na mene commander ne yura Dr. Frederick Bain edi sound common.
If you recall, somewhere in January, National Council had an emergency meeting, and at the emergency meeting, the council set up a review committee to do a postmortem of the 2024 elections. And today, the committee led by Reverend Professor Okyeremaba submitted their report to National Council. National Council accepted the report, but there are several steps that we need to take as a party. As we receive the report today, we need to sit down and deliberate on the report. And key among the discussions that we had at National Council, and also based on the summary even presentation that was done by Professor Michael, there will be a need for some constitutional amendment. So based on that, the National Council has constituted 9-member committee to look at Professor Michael Kwe's report, particularly emphasis on where issues of proposals or amendment has to be made to our constitution. We want to let the media and the good people of Ghana know that we have just received the report today. We are yet to go into the details of what is entailed in the report. In the coming days, whatever we have to bring out to discuss or to communicate to our supporters or our members, the rank and file of our party, we do so. But we want to caution members of our party not to be in a haste to say things which are not even the report, and for people to make several assumptions, to even make accusations and counter accusations on social media, in the media. There is only one report, and that report is with National Council. So at the right time, the details will be communicated to the public. So let's take notice of that.
All right, where any general secretary papa ana where obi so okasa edom etie enti party man so mate e wa supem some 17 minutes past the hour 5. Come on. And now where ye kokoba ye dey bo party ma.
Yeah.
Report yen sa ka mamunya botrema mo. Mamentio.
Yes, yeah da a committee nasi. Say ye honorable Iroma Kwe was surprised will be ara. Initial omo de adwuma ne man no na nkofo bi winwi and ombetumi aye omo ntumi nya me constituency omo ba ha and assembly as obi aka bia no obi aka ye so omo aye adwuma and me ni general secretary so ya adwen say chairman ya to aba omo ma ye ho 3 months 4 months ye mfa emblem obi a
okay
wa blame bi owo wi ase bia ya blame awi do be blame na nado blame na awi blame no do be blame Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia we blame no do be blame general secretary we blame no do be blame Kennedy Japan we blame na wi do be blame abai kanoforiata abai no why would the 4 months aye we nyina dey na akabio and this we MPP ni a fasa de mani na tu ntem blame game no ya bo awie ya wie wo blame ho se ho na aka ti se nyankopon nipo be blame no wa ya blame na awie MPP ni na onu so fi say bibi nti wan koto aba no why ade asotwe ni say watch le party ni say with that awo no MPP ntumi ngina
okay
enti saboni no ya wa partnership party na awie obi amfa nche ne enso ne anya adwuma Says you the best in a series and 2 MPP near. This is not the time of blaming again. Yeah, you blame game no partner Makwamu be blame will be fine. President Kufuor Ajini dear, party Nibia Penny be Ajini dear. So now ya blame you fantun chain. Now you measure or minor essay no. Says ye ne Ghana ha ukoto pada ukrom e di kofi e wudiro for no atu cocaine. Ghana dan cocaine mine. Ubeto powder wo fie go dwom Saudi coffee ubedu fie no amnyame ambo wa na dan cocaine. Mumma yan sole ne yan protect your mind because Ghana boy e MPP aboka enkwala yamo mo ko secondary school no ye person mo be yem panfuo e mayen. Enti report na ba obi oni obi awasem bia no ma me papa me nua be ma mumma yan tungu yan tumi ntwe manso for 1 year o mine say Ghana say enkofo FDI free adwumam ye sake nkofo enempo de BECE registration fee kra no Ghana fo ma awofo na etuaka ama to the extent say yes say aban so ni sika de betua BECE a less than 500 Ghana na mom 500 Ghana mo aban so onye sika o de koto sanitary pad
279 million Ghana cedis.
$279 million or the koto sanitary pad
if we Ghana cedis dollars a dozen
abeti chama ye ma nkwala ami me ba ma woni no
mama njibi
tie mi jibi biadi
okay
sunsu masam mi jibi biadi
very well
say mi ba sabi or ni first experience I was a virgin mi hwe TV ye de mesiafo sanitary pad edumi di koya nyankoma de na the whole government wo so kwa koto sanitary pad abeti chama nkwala e won school mi ba onkoje na dachi akola nyi ni wie no obewa no ntumi nwa ye kohwehwe ma yesu o ko school no boss sanitary pad no ye de ba na koye sacrifice mi ba dia ma woni no me ma ban enya sanitary pad no compulsory enya optional ba bia Ghana edu se sia no anibraba enti MPP ni bia drop ni yaudie ye wie wa blame obi awie committee na yo madwuma awie me support general secretary idea say yam publish report no
oh samom
report me yam publish.
Oh, but I said there were some people so more party no for example Bosom Twime MP former education minister say electoral college at least one proposes a MBA money ade.
Oh, electoral college ni there.
He said these are all a year
yes
report ni.
Onu no legal issue engineer ya set up legal committee on measure constitution.
Yes.
Expanded of electoral college ni there. Me fuaso.
Okay.
And yes say me fuaso because obi mu reason say ye bie mo na scam money crash ni be confirm e no letter.
Okay.
Who be electoral college mu a expenditure ni be more.
Be higher.
It is na metie say ye wo 55 per police station. Say me kwa election na me ko tua 1 city. Now ye ni 10 and me tua 10 cities. Ana me boa.
It's true.
It's not about the money crash. Na mum to have advantage of the NDC. And NDC 419 per police station. Enti ye wo 40,000 police stations e Ghana.
Okay.
Enti ye be start about 20 MPP were 5, NDC were 9. And to NDC the whole Ghana police station executive bomoa. Omu 360,000.
Okay.
MPP 200. And it's a Ghana phone podcast okay yan twaba. Police station executive party executive nkwako twaba. NDC will be leading MPP over 100,000 votes. And the police station brand as a police station members no executive position no ye increasing in 10. Now see you leading NDC by 1.
Okay.
Me that is the only way I will support the expanding of the electoral college.
Okay.
For vote for election purposes.
Sure.
But not for monica. Monica is need the uya den ebebem and na solid the mumpomo toa. Presiding bishop election what could be that? Makotu enye betesa.
And say because so.
Presiding bishop election.
As of with so.
Presiding bishop election.
Hey.
Kwana kwa chef for when you kwa and no pa my pope resanias yanko twaba. So for me, partner ya baby ya do we have reached where we have to start working together.
Okay.
Obi an solim na nye juma.
Okay.
Obi am na report ni de yem fancy recommendation bi owo bia no yem fancy na yen implement.
Okay. Evo my uncle screen no senior shade be sisi a. Now, meaning say Kenya yeah discuss but in line with discussion way party in pen for him say report no and meton bonting e wo munsam sese a but unia Musa Danko open asempa wo bra no. I mean say for the one Musa Danko one no eboko suata frɛ ne ade.
Oh me engineer because or you solve if I me who am mem.
The ya Takoradi city.
Aye.
When the mum eto fa ho.
Me can so bullet you lotu.
Okay.
My bet no try.
Okay. Okay, if you share screen is but move first one into so. First one the second one move second one moment so. Send your bag you know. Musa Danko say responsibility for NPP's defeat in 2024 elections by responses. Into was say Canada or Japan. Even me say we mu blame 4%. Members of Parliament MPs no so 26%. Government appointees 32%. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe yefa blame no so 33%. Dr. Baumia 37%. Ken Oforiata 40%. Nana Adodan Kwekufuado 68%. And a one more blame no. And by frequency Canada or Japan but where by responses no. Into first one ana me second we no momni Canada Japan 9%, members of parliament 26%, government appointees 32%, Matthew Opoku Prempe 33%, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 37%, Ken Oforiata 40%, then of course Nana Adodan Kwekufuado 68%. And for just a minute on this, same pony the report ne to ntanya yenim de wo mu a we yanje ne saying
Masa Musa Dankwa onu no ye na adwuma ami ni prediction odi fa me hu na mbem entimi engineer din ne endini jachina oye situational opportunity it's like I didn't have a tune and our the whole reason why MPP lose election we who read the report from the first page to the last page. Some nani say MPP as a party and government ya modam and free fee ya ko bodam free abontin onu anu no
say
as it the whole issue ni say MPP as a government ya modam and free fee ya bodam e free abontin and next time ya be bodam wo fie anse ya pia abontin inti that is the whole do bia be kan bia ya obi anadwen
okay
do bia be kan bia ya wini ya na kananado will be praised anameboa enti ya lusu ni de so obi ono onkwa election wakọ ni de 2 terms we wini now be blame na fine because that is what we have aseme da ho anu no nti obi abeka bi yeah party for no de ya jatum se ya di kukuo ya go back to the drawing board ya hu de nti edi kukuo ya modern man free fie ya ko bodam free abontin so ya solve your problem ya de hu aduro onu anu no Musa Dankwa pa onya de obeye we don't have a problem we are moving on
doc yeah, well, just some 4 minutes to 5 minutes here. They better wrap up on this topic.
You see, every party to them is a senior can or lose election. Some of these things in a day or you're normal. Sometimes the blame game will go on. And there he just capitalizing on the lose na you lose to his advantage. Probably I do already ampono. Abortion NDC just to throw confusion into our midst. But ahen ye pedo hu there 2028 election will not be 2024 format. Ye bok on the same thing to them work on the pepe because there are certain things that we took it for granted. And you know, one more that we all have to come together to work so hard. Mr. NDC have started their work to opposition too early.
Okay.
What is happening in NDC? It is so massive there. Going to opposition 2028, or you possible? Actually, when we win in 2024, yeah. Look at the difference as compared to 2020 elections.
Okay.
Majority the NDC, I won't put away winning crown. I also obey findings on what contributed to their win.
Because no one lose.
Yes, okay. I also obey findings. Or you both parties in India, and meaning that they know that 2028 election or you're very challenging for them. Instead, then Muda said, "Don't get here like that." NDC fona sisi and wape presidential ambition want to humble because so one sheni ye. Next word when you do presidential ambition do CC and one obey mo are complacent greediness baby chade I want na osi when you do opede the president and sure obe prede with the opeska one corruption baba corruption ba pe
na scandal 1 and 2 bepe and this one we yaba.
All right.
So they know that they are moving on a thread. So I and MPP for now we just have to take advantage to come together to mobilize ourselves and to fight for the seat, both parliamentary and presidential, in the year 2028. Now, the reason why they be on my radio station there, if I don't have it, the 2028 you win election, I wouldn't go. But I go every day, I work every day because I have it. The 2028 election.
All right.
And people will win this election. Presidential will win it again.
Nice one.
And there's nothing they can do about it. Because they have started losing the election. Since I go to their constituencies. Now the morale enthusiasm what the year Jumano NDC on the NDC party on CBU. Because they have been disappointed on a light scale. and the almost action will be Sana NPP. You're a good party. And you know, today missing again, we should all come together. Let us work like never before.
All right.
So that come 2028, we can just win the election again.
Nice. I mean, I say some 29 minutes past the R5. Want to meet Radio 101.3 Western Diamond TV. Hi, I am Richard. At Techimai, Bono East. The Musa Danquest research is quite ridiculous. The respondents made their responses without knowing the reasons for the removal of CJ. Intino almost say Okwano Atwaswa no say yes CJ bo ne pese pamno o support. Is no moon nim the entire ya de CJ no e de free wo. When say Sameboachi Asamankase, the current government led by John Mahama appears to be taking Ghanaians for granted, assuming we have short memories. However, we are discerning individuals who will not be underestimated or disparaged. Despite their claims of abolishing the levy, they have retained the COVID tax and increased utility tariffs by 15%. They also promised to put an end to doom so, but the situation has deteriorated. Moreover, they pledged to eradicate galamsey, yet their supporters continue to engage in this illicit activity. Hey, we need a wow. I know they look at the secret the account now. Yeah, my look is it very well. I remember text messages. Na making kaka council. I will have me say, Eja Adam from Abuade. Greetings to you, Okyeremaba. Thank you. We the MPP. Hey, now we MPP nipa no atron MPP no. Members should be very very happy about what Mr. John Mahama and the NDC are doing by failing Ghanaians. The better word is time will tell. Thank you. And what they answer one so they aba. Okay, so as you say, I thank God for this day. Please play me Steven. Play for me. Okay, Mate. And see when so any very well. May I have a friend for infants text messages, no? Infants in Evo, just a minute. I'm taking call. CJ Diano.
Two me person me cast.
Okay, Kakra na me peke call.
Kakra bi. Me support to President Mahama so on sakeno. Aye.
Why then?
Me support to President Mahama say on sake Chief Justice. I'm a China MPP. Yes, you enya point. You enya asem so.
Okay.
Aye.
Me tiase ba me nche dan tiase.
Me say me support to say President Mahama on sake Chief Justice or China MPP. Yet be your reference point.
Anti-president bia eda wona mo so magina so.
Hey, that media me say. Me for so say President Mahama obi Chief Justice or Chini baby. Onye bon onko wiade on tumra oye na adwuma because oye obenti. Wo say wo sake na free ho. Na wakofo obi aba ebema wo aboa mo wa jeli MPP fo. Wo kofo obi aba ebeboa ma wa jeli MPP fo. Wo jeli MPP ni a wa ye boni a obi ankasa. Ena sabi unnim emran so nsina MPP fo. Na mo kofo obi ba na dali on be jeli MPP fo keke. Eho na wo behu se oman no enyo papa dia ena mi so enya mi papa dia ye Ghana fo ye nyina dia eho na wo behu the rare color of MPP enti osake na de me fo azu se osake na waboa yen MPP yenya reference point na domo ye no ena mahu am say even port director Bediako yasake no Western region director o ye na di near NDC 4 year no the next MPP government nyame ya adum the next MPP government this NDC for so muma eko private school omunye this so muma eko private school and ubu my MPP obi o won be bi na adwuma onye politician asakin and this MPP so bani so yesu yaba wo baby o NDC ni baby o secondary school na yan sakin na say yanya ebon mimi dia say the full soldiers of the various political parties yanya careful ya advice yan penifo okay because ade ekosu na no President Mahama obeko na wona na wa be take over new government ba wona wo be suffer so for me I would just please say he should calm down. Well, good word. There be American. He has a very good word, but the way you are all talking, almost second conforsa. I said, "People back." Now you say, "Okay, school way." And this is 4 months. We are mamunko because you have power. I don't think that is the country. I will be expecting so you better. You better. And the Chief Justice there, President Mamuya, then you better sakino. On sakino, now be a reference point for the MPP for tomorrow.
All right,
simple.
Now one of them say, I'm a friend for no. And the line on here 0248 071174 0248 071174 0248 071174 obetumi remuna yeti enkomo mama bo ami na de we a akwakwahye kwana baby no okay mama yen say all right mama da mo mbra sisi a na afei na mama fa frefo no wo so me da se me ba sisi a
Wasafa sa pelisi simnyama wasafa misi sa
ba bia no ya bo abaso na bossa de mamu no sai yenya habada jesedwa no yesi asan ya ja haba yenya habada akaya sibi ba ko kura ya de bebramo na media de sradia stronko.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good
evening, baby Kasafre. Good evening, baby Kasafre.
Your friend is Selector Pukasama.
Okay, Kasafre.
Christmas to me.
You're going in.
Yeah, I'm talking about Christmas to me, you know.
Lower radio, in my bachopi. Now, I make feedback.
Okay. Yes, all right. Hello.
Beto on kayan ko bonito.
Christmas for no. I wanna watch to abayi MPs no. Miss Nala 1 year together. Because me meeting 50 buck more temporal coach permanent on waba. Ye na the net ye for na MPP emra.
Okay.
And now ekade di no ma bi echi Ghana ha na ehwe the NDC for ya. Maza so man no omo baji no ma yemi ya na say omo baji no ma say o man na nyomu di o.
All right.
That's what happened in Ghana now. Bibia na wa take obi Chief Justice so sack na be NDC bi no wa support say na o de we ni to na ba no ba na ba da mo no wa sack obi na o de obi ba sheba.
Mate me da se ma unu abi sumbra bi enumbre. Good evening.
The radio PRO.
Saint Okushambo.
The radio PRO.
Pia. We didn't want bono. Me share that news. Kawari.
Number we also.
Number we are. Me okay ni why?
Ya me also papa na minchia doctor na director
Elfu commander.
Elfu commander. Why are the papa ya me okase. Minchia se kala keten MPP fuinala. Minchia ununya for azaki ya boa ma yako. Na chairman of the squabna na brother Kolinsa ya me onye won kese papa no nshawon hwe radio piaro mo ko du sesere wan even NDC fukwa po onye won fe NDC fukwa no de amembu no ayefon na amembu no ayefroka no NDC fukwa no why disappointed the man na MPP fa nyenam yawudi bebrebe akasakasa bebrebe yankoto aba na bi so kotu tia MPP no obiela enu no ho preko pe amembu no ankwaye ba kokra che awon wala itewa be kojokom ne kwado hairdresser fo na baba fo obiela de obiatu tutu onye hwe ntebesre MPP impanyinfo mama yen na yen keka ye humbom yen fo bani fancha na yen na yen de ye pakor na yen dwumeden dwumeden ye beye no odien boko power 2028 na Ghana afentam papefra na NDC de amembu phone mahama dada na
very me da se na sintokusha mu yeni light o na generator na ya use ya abo en ho dada. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Bodini be kasa free.
Oh, me free also.
Yoso Udino.
Me kasa free also. Ringo.
Yeni nkomo.
Yeah. We dey me pato asemo e koso na ya de bia ye de but ya nkasa ye can be say bia ye pese ye make sure say niema ko yie ye ma ade no ye too much of politics ye pese ye sitan niema so it will be better there ya ye kan niema ebetimi aka ye ho abom na u kan say bia sufra no ubema MDC foreman timin kopia Ebanisa na koya de hade. Iti esre. Eya ye fra, ye hu ti de ye be kan tem.
Mate.
Anya ta na ko kan sa. Emma obi so we NDC no wono to aye 333 te. Sa na mo kan de a wono to nya de a obetia ba.
Nice one.
Na ko ye de wo.
Meda CP from Yoso Ringo. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Oh, 20 and where we and the baby free sooner of Fraba. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Bodin Baby Casa Free.
I'm Professor Kofi Aji from Okyeremaba.
From Okyeremaba region. Let me listen to you, please.
Yeah, what the man was saying at the studio there. Is he saying that what Nana Akufo-Addo and his government came to do, is he happy with it? Ghanaians they've seen some change now in the system. Chief Justice Takoradi, we were here when this country where were denied a representative in the parliament.
Bring your petition. Why Oman Mpuntuo trying for petition come on na won hweso betumi so agina no so so a hade ye ka sabe ne ewomu. Hello, good evening. Hello,
good evening.
Good evening, baby. Kasa free.
Kasa free Takoradi.
Good evening.
Peter Bosomche.
Yang mamintio.
Good evening.
Peter Bosomche mamintio o timo phone nim why. Kwana sambre bi Mr. Ofra lower o TV na radio volume no na tie o phone so ene be boa yen. Hello, good evening.
My brother.
Yes,
this
sir.
Is the institutional.
The institutional. Boko de.
Boko mamenchewo enyumre na minua no efoni mamenchewo baba one more juma. My good brother.
Yes, sir.
Musa Dankwa is the most laziest poster I have ever seen. Now, you don't look like do I planting on? Or much you said them what prime say. Yenye way one department to Mr. Posters no more a party mono, almost sorry. Yenye go on this podium. I started no more. My brother, and listen, me say any attempt by President Mahama and the NDC to remove the Chief Justice, no, there will be chaos in Ghana. I'm telling you. And we Indian people will not sit down for that to happen. Let's try and sit down. Market on the wall. So Musa Dankwa impose here. When you galante who post, and this is the person who galante. When you post, in fact, galante, yes, that you Ghana. That man is fake. But when you post, you say, and this is what it was saying, and this is a galante, we are. So soon we are. Ghana for the was saying. And when we say President Mahama was fellow Galamsebo, when you start posting there, so post here. So post them so on yet. Cocaine said now Ghana. The Ghana for the was and did say President Mahama was fairly when it comes in terms of draft. 1 year, the so him here, so on post here. It's the most laziest poster. Yes, solve for Ghana.
Okay.
Yes, don't let us giving me attention at all.
Thank you so much. Very well. The institutional.
Because the more you give attention to this man, no, I popular. Yeah.
All right.
At long last, what do you have to do? Arrest my case.
Mr. Medas, I'm found here and I'm found from Manaso. Hello, good evening. Hello. The institutional Swaka Sampa. Hello, good evening.
Accra.
Hey, Yetibu.
How to say?
Yamiadumo, Mihoya, and also.
I don't have a doubt on it.
I know.
That's at the no size. I'm showing the no size. That's a good evening.
Good evening.
Madincha and India, the blood of wine. Let me see on our copy. Now, it's my party. I was a guy. On our copy with Janazo. On our copy, and now so Papa. MP. About your opposition. What do you mean, your friend is at taxi station, 100 gallons of fuel.
Each.
Oh, I don't 100 gallons.
Each in your stations near 6.
Honorable Janazo. Mamma, the American said, Takoradi taxi drivers, Mong Papa, you 2020, and I'm on 1 year, then by young government of Fanema. Who you have a baby and a mula. That you are no more behind your packaging and Takoradi. You said, but your opposition will be our power. No, you didn't just need to know. God, the humanity. Anna, Okyeremaba met you, what did you? Ghana for movement into MPs. Why? Now, Saba will say, could you walk by Papa? Could you walk by? Could you walk by about customer on one was on your could you walk by?
Okay.
And I Okyeremaba. And I you could afford you. Yes, me, I'm or woman or to about my English, you go. But one more than somebody never got hey, I'm a American. One more great. Yet 1 year, Kenyans are some with a gun of war. And you before you, I call you for. You are your bonia, what the punishment you will travel with Yaka.
Nice one.
Tell us your man. I mean, I feel my good night. It's just around the corner, and you go over and buy out. You don't. Now, Ghana wants so much, no man so much. Don't I go to you and I do better than for more.
Hey, yes, so Christ, baby, you have to do so.
Once you said your bed, your bema, or no need and what she said.
Yes, I had them so. Now, degenerate and a year, Juma. Timudia, Bibi, I am fine. Why, Bibi, I am fine. Bibi, I am fine. Mate, Mr. Medas, say hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, Belka free.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have for Bacaladon in your cockroach.
I mean, Jim Coco.
I hear the Kayet your own power. Now, a chama who go in national chama do here. Now, my fucking your with Macha, Honorable David Asante, a Ghana probation, a CEO, my main chat, a bill of your radio from Jinka. Now, I have here when this is gentlemen, or yesterday. And is also my only chief justice. Now, me pacho na me bro predict on Kansana and first a corner way back or casting the only when this do 4 to 2 million.
There we
that one yet you almost so and cocoa how and cocoa new road but the am etino. Now say by this time you 5 years away. Oshe galam still too swa. The 3 say the Temo say one did the see new road with your Kumasi Kwanza say, Kwachan to reduce, say, West Region, say, Blue, say, you. But she's like a second year, this train go for a party, this say you're free, this say Japan.
Okay.
Live by beautiful. So if you say, almost every time you need bed, and say, can it be a floor, and you are say, and saying, you, woman, she's here, Galam, can find out when you're not, when we be at Bagana, Anna. And you fully did
very well.
Mengo peace. Our family here from Cocoa, and our site on Cocoa to get them free. So it is how the Milano ended only Chief Justice they are in here. I don't know if there's a constitution problem by now. I don't know more too many years.
Medas, Monia Bisumra will be and hello, good evening.
Good evening, Okyeremaba. But just financing in the because
Skin pay my mint you.
You come on,
Skin pay online moon yet. Deny my why.
So,
young girl.
Yeah, Miss Acquainted in Dr. Cornell to documents and about the papa.
Okay.
I believe it was the first time already the main in the main. The airport Takoradi upper. Don't you send to be a waste, I think lower.
New Takoradi lower.
The outdoor telephone on your project to another sudden the bottom because they found now of time Takoradi in their boom for. Enti me free there nisa or today no pay any na my slow and match them official the MPP too and woman wana ko member show na yen na yen kambom na yen ye ejumatum na 2028 yen san yen ni sit na back na mama na ne for wole je yize Ghana for adi ni set in the yaba market black market we do right by 10 times Ghana for asas solution. Enchill no yaba but most time find all kwabinya moroyen na MPP for yanka yan mbo medase
meso medase skin pain ahonye o feature medase pe memfa mi no bi mfa so na eja ye me yemuso. Good evening. Okay facha me na mensa na kwa kan. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, baby Kasafre.
But your boss is in me.
Moses Kasafre. But I say,
good evening.
O Kasafre.
Papa Sam Kasafi Kakwadompen.
My you.
Masam Kaka Mekani say, the boy I MP Kobio Chidako Abaso. And on your Tosibu. And this is for Musuba. And this is time. I got this for me. Oh, a man, you promo, and I am going to hear you know. Now, Asama, Minia, if you can, and then a yard, if you say, I'm Chief Justice, I want to know, you know. Ama and this is for no more into Muyamaka, almost to know no more in your coin. I had your now some two through on son, see a bar. You inquire then the fast. We are talking you 2024 election. No, Yankasa MP4 and your boy and Wabro. Yeah, who's a young Trabano, and now Quaqua, I bet Chia. I was here who said Nassano, Sakasi and Cotrabana, or seeing Ayako. Yakotraban money affair. Medase.
Medase, if I pray for the fancy. Yeme Muso. Now, Doc, a final comment now, fancy.
Light out your local dino. Yes, sir. We don't know where the issue is coming from, but Ebekede the whole Takoradi. Meba na mifia naji na mreba. A warning you know, there's light out. I'm in the Bebo town. I wanna what's it John Dramani Mahama wasasa. We are not expecting this doom so again. I want what is and we increase electricity tariffs. Now kay the John Dramani Mahama na time. Otimum put to electricity 90.3%. 90.93%. Still near the doom so. So what is happening? Yempe repeat of the first presidency time in the view. Yes, sir. We need the energy to work. Light, no. Obie here. And the place is a barbering shop. What's in a hole? Baby, open my dits in a hole. Shops in no be at in a hole. Please, yes, sir. You should make sure that the light comes on. Today, me say yet higher since we use generating. Radio stations in money generators can it means off. So yes, sir, President. This is not the Ghana you promise. On your reset na ken on your nini sapre quine na a promising on your nini. Please wake up and work as a president.
Na me di ya pa Ghana for ko to aba ma NDC ni enemu se sa na ba beto yan na kwasi enemu se president bi da ho out from 2013 na rumu 2015 ya ko to aba 2016 ni edadum som so still Ghana for okay ebia ye ko to aba this year na fe na yet politics as na last year because 18 for no more divu from no moon history and that no even more 2 years near there. I ever mammy final comment.
Yeah, be final comment. And he said Ghana ni bia wutie me awu hwe me awu fi say abanwe ebema ho atọ de jai say ukwa sorry mom na wo be kọ na awurade hu mo bo a kọ there is no way abanwe ebema Ghana ni bia ho atọ no ontumi nye two we've dum so na aba na yadudum kane ane asatu kane abo so wodi wani ahwade a ka yadum kane o prepaid eguso ka ese eguso
sure
yadum light ni kura na o prepaid na ewrane sisi system na mo aye no enne ya tu kane abo emi
yes
o prepaid no kotogu so a light ni dumo and dumo say 2 days na ese dia edu ebe ko off
yes true
ye hu de ekọ me mpese meka say an roberts take over because ka we light yadum na ese me prepaid e ka ba wo be ko na asa Ghana fo ye kan ye ene ye fi so ye sepre ene light no so ye prepre no dum so ne de esu ntwa china te se aban we ko fa ye raba wumia ne nhihye ye na ode tu ho se kania no we rely on crude ne buo no be kosoro ne buo no kosoro a untumi nto na ka ye nkontu solar na ma ye 2000 megawatt enka ne ya yisi dia ko off no na wa shift ko solar yente ene akoto abeya ba the only afutu amidi be magana fo ani say obi ankoto generator obi ankoto power bank me skin pain or power bank bi wo ho ewia na ye di charge
okay
ento obi anfre no or fan bi wo ho ewia na ye di charge
so no mensa
chire ho a enti wo pe power bank a enyusu light ewia bo a ewia de nyame dia nyankopo ondum ewia no wanya ewia so enti dum so ne de ye talim kopim say 2028 ye be kwa akotwa dum so mba voting against this government enti Ghana fo mi mamu yakọ we de eyie aban ene yewom de bia ye besu saa
nice one me that say for the command and communications director Takoradi constituency NPP and Dr. Frederick Boyne so communications team member the American ye general assassin ya to ama China fo eno ho abufo nti ena ma ACG so ye dum so eduru me no so se beto generator so ekoto ya south to petrol bo mu eno nti sam to 1 gallon kro ntumi fam ntwa 1 night se ehuro di minie se 20 minie esa malaria insurance so aban we ba ye enye dwuma yefensi na ye so me ni de Okyeremaba AS Enchill the radio PRO meda abedwofo asena mada listeners ne viewers nso ase wo mo frɛ yen so meda mo ase enne enumre na the entire production team led by the executive producer Berema Banana Kunedu Abupra osikeni frimpon manso abena sewa mani ampon na MC anso same eja cameras na echi yaro wono na association nyama MC a wono okeka ya tu TV no so ne ade a na Kenny also ehwe social media no so de my so bo ade yakopon ya atomu a menyehia benada wotere good friday yesu amanu hunu yanso ye kwa homjem kakra na momanyum de bebo mu bi pa movie so mehwe bi pa wo Western Diamond TV so na yetumi akwa aba ame adoma Tuesday ntino ebena de besehia na me so de me kan se ja itabi ajakura rabasaka abinzi abazia baruku amado vie good evening sapr